girl Fee, and welcome back, or if it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. I hope you would consider hitting that red button and so we can be friends and we can hang out every week. So guys, in today's video, I want to talk about one of the questions, if not the question I get asked the most, which is how my son is adjusting to his new life here in the Netherlands from the United States. So without further ado, I'm gonna answer those questions. I'm gonna break it down into different categories. So I'd like for you guys to get comfy, get a drink, get a snack, and we'll get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is how he's adjusting to the food. So Cameron, who is my son, is really not a picky eater. He's open to eating just about everything and anything, or at least trying it. So I wasn't really concerned by us moving to the Netherlands whether he would like the food or not. I will definitely say that he has found some favorites here, and the two things that he loves the most are actually both breakfast foods, and they are the porfrijies. So if you're not familiar with those are the mini Dutch pancakes. He absolutely loves those. And then he also likes the regular pancakes. The Dutch pancakes are very, very thin, unlike the American pancakes, which are a lot thicker and fluffier. And he loves them. I mean, he makes it a point to have those for breakfast at least 3 times a week. And if I forget to make those for him or don't make them for him, he will definitely remind me about it. Something else, guys, we just tried a new restaurant here in Dordrecht, and it's called Pim's Porfrijies and Pannekoeken, and it's basically just like a pancake and porfriji house essentially, and it was incredible. If you've never been to that restaurant before, I would highly recommend it. Not only are their pancakes and porfrijies amazing, but they also have a really cool interior. They have a train that's kind of just circulating at the ceiling of the restaurant, and it's such an amazing vibe. If you're coming to Dordrecht or are from Dordrecht, it's definitely a good restaurant to check out. The second thing I want to talk about, guys, are the playgrounds. We have 4 playgrounds that are a 5 max 7-minute walk from the house, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me because this was definitely not the case in the US. Actually, guys, just allow me 1 minute, okay, maybe 2 minutes to just rant about playgrounds in the United States. You know, it's something simple. It's just a playground, but after moving to the Netherlands, I almost had this like realization that the United States sometimes has not set us up to succeed. I know that it may seem ridiculous because I'm referring to playgrounds, but hear me out, guys. To access a playground in the United States, you basically have to go up a hill, down a valley, swim through the river, through the forest. I mean, it is just insane. The playgrounds are so hard to access, and once you get to the playground, you're almost like going through so many different obstacles in itself. One, the playgrounds are not necessarily always safe because you have like shady dealings going on in playgrounds, out of all places, playgrounds. And then in addition to that, I've been to playgrounds before with my son. There's like needles on the floor, just like weird shady activity going on. And then worse off, playgrounds in the United States have become so marginalized. I mean, I'm not here to talk about intense stuff and deep stuff that's going on there. You guys already know. But a lot of times, you know, you have to be mindful about the playgrounds that you're taking your kids to because people don't necessarily want people looking like me going to those playgrounds. So it's such a mess, and I think it's such a shame because at the end of the day, it's a playground. Like, this is for children. It should be a fun place. There should be much thought about taking your child to the playground. That's the end of my rant. All this to say that the playgrounds in the Netherlands are amazing, and my son is absolutely loving them. The third thing that Cam has absolutely been adjusted to and loving here in the Netherlands is riding his bike. So when we moved to the Netherlands, Cameron did not know how to ride a bike without the training wheels on. And so when we were coming here, we let him know that in the Netherlands, that's really the primary mode of transportation and that we would be getting him a bike. And he kept insisting that he wanted a bike with a training wheel. But we knew that we didn't want to get him a bike with training wheels because if we did that, then he really wouldn't get used to riding without the training. So one of the first things when we got to the Netherlands and got into our new home was buy him a bike. And it didn't have training wheels, and he was actually pretty excited about it, and he was so determined to learn how to ride it. So he kept practicing and he kept practicing because he kept seeing other kids who were his age riding bikes without training wheels. And I will tell you what, guys, when he learned how to ride a bike, it's almost like he was free. Like, I don't even know how to like put it into words. He was so excited about it. He wanted to ride his bike everywhere. Anytime we went to the store, the supermarket, he wanted to ride his bike. And then we got him a little bungee cord for the back of his bike. When we went to the supermarket, we would always put one of the things that we bought behind on the bungee cord. And he was so proud of himself, and it was just the cutest thing ever to see. But honestly, the endless benefits about riding his bike. I mean, he's getting exercise. He's just so excited to be on it. In addition to that, he's been begging us to ride his bike to school. But Cameron doesn't go to a school that's very close to the house. His school is a little bit farther off. It's about 20 minutes from the house. He's not ready yet to ride his bike to school, but trust me, as soon as he will be riding his bike to school. But he's absolutely taken onto it. He's become like a little Dutch boy and is loving riding his bike. Next thing that Cam has really been enjoying in the Netherlands is just the trains and the train rides that we've taken. Now, he absolutely loves trains. On some days, he says that he wants to be a train driver. It changes every day, but that's one of the things that he wants to be. And I will tell you, he has been enjoying us getting on the trains. Now, we haven't been getting on the train as often as I would like to, just because we moved here at the end of the summer and then he started school. So we haven't been able to use the train as much as we would like to. But that is something that we definitely plan on doing more of in the summer. And in addition to that, guys, we're taking a fun international trip on a train in the next 4 days. If you guys want to guess in the comment section where we're going to, but I am so excited. I mean, this is one of the things that's exciting about living in Europe, is that you can go from one European country to another on a train. I'll tell you what, in the United States, you really don't use the train. I mean, I'm not counting the subway, which is underground and grimy and just not like scenic. This is more of just getting on a train, enjoying nature. He really is loving that. And to be honest with you, we are too. It's just been so incredible. And guys, the last thing has been how he has adjusted to making friends. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when we were moving here, that was my biggest worry. And I think any mother, really honestly, not even mother, any parent can relate to this. When you're moving your child to a different country where English isn't the first language, for a lot of the little ones, I was worried that he wouldn't be able to, make friends, or he wouldn't be adjusted well in school. So it really worried me that this would make him sad and he would just be like in a corner by himself. But boy, was I wrong. We moved into the house on a Friday, and by Sunday, he was out with friends and doing just fine. Something else too that I find super incredible, and I think we adults can learn from, at least I can learn from, is that a lot of the younger kids in the neighborhood, because they're still younger, very few of them speak fluent English. Some of them know just the basics, which is totally understandable. But what's interesting is that Cameron in the beginning also didn't really speak any Dutch at all, but they were having so much fun. It just blows my mind. Somehow they were still able to communicate. It didn't take away from them having fun. It wasn't awkward. They were laughing. I'm not sure what. They were running around. They were having so much fun. So he has adjusted so well to making new friends, not only in the neighborhood, but also in school. A lot of them are all still learning Dutch, but they've made such good friends amongst themselves, and it just warms my heart so much. It's so incredible to see. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I know you have a choice in clicking this video, and so I thank you for sticking around until the end. I want to wish you happy holidays, and that this is such a wonderful time for you and your families. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I really hope you consider subscribing. Bye guys, happy holidays.